They've been playing very well lately. It's been 4 wins for them in their last 5 games.
And right now for Miami, they have performed above and beyond expectations thus far. As good as they've been, is it fair to wonder just how long they can keep this up?
Of course it is. I mean, I'll tell you this. They may have snuck up on some of their opponents here in the early season, but they're not sneaking up on anybody anymore. Teams will be ready for it.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Mutombo. Bird is out there with Wallace. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Monroe in at the 2 spot. Now here's Johnson. And he dunks it down.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself. And he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun.
Could be the first of a lot of mid-range jumpers that we see from him.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, guys, Terry Stotts had a few moments to share with me. He talked about the respect he has for the game of LaMarcus Aldridge and how tough it will be for them to slow him down, saying Aldridge is tough because he can score facing up or with his back to the basket. And with his length, it's tough to bother his shot. He can slam the ball when he can and just try to make it as hard as possible every touch. Kevin, will see how successful they are.
Thanks again, Doris. Here's Westbrook. He had 10 points in the win against Toronto.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Now, here's Aldridge. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Aldridge has got his second bucket.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense, but he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Last season, Portland won the Northwest Division and had a good year, certainly, but they had some issues when they were the away team on the road and away from the Rose Garden. They had some problems.
Yeah, actually played under 500 on the road, Kevin. Something you rarely see out of a team that wins 51 games.
Now here's Jordan after Magic Johnson's miss. Outside Jordan, just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing, and it's Miami with another.
And as you said with the Blazers, they were the only team to win 50 games and still lose more than they won on the road. Last team to do that was the 2013 Denver Nuggets.
Now here's Johnson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And he also was a table setter in that game, Kevin. Just an amazing job with his passing. Just a joy to watch that.
Monroe against Jordan. Wallace misses.
And we saw a similar first-round exit for the Blazers in that 2013 Nuggets team. If the Blazers want to go deeper this season, they'll need to be much tougher on the road. It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Russell Westbrook and the basket by Mutombo.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Outside Jordan, here's Aldridge. Off target from outside. Trailblazers trail by 4. And Monroe kicks to Wallace. Monroe, the pass to Bird from 11 feet away. And he overshot that one, missing. The Heat have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Here's Jordan. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got 3 assists now in this one.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Now here's Mutombo. He is a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got in good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
It's his first trip to the line. First free throw is good. A different look for Miami. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. Ibaka comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Michael Jordan. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Walton's checked in for Wallace. Karolinko comes in for Bird. Richard Jefferson, he's checked in for Monroe, and it's Williams in for Johnson. And so Mutombo nails both of them. The Heat leading by 4. Here's Westbrook. Sinks that one from the post.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of time.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Jordan, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Portland with a change here, too. Coleman's checked in for Mutombo. And he recovers it. Here's Anthony, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Now here's Williams. Can't get it to go. Good D by Bledsoe. And guys, Serge Ibaka's production was just a little off last season. We're not talking, big number changes. We're talking small dips in a number of categories.
So one category where he did really fall off, though, Kevin, was field goal percentage. A career 53% shooter, he dropped down to 47.
And getting back to Ibaka, everything changed for him the minute Kevin Durant was lost last season. I mean, defenses could focus on him, and he was the Thunder's only front court scoring threat. And as much as he's improved on offense, he still has neither the flexibility nor skill set to be a guy that can be considered a first or second option offensively.
And stolen by Jordan. That's the Heat on the break. And here we go. And Bledsoe runs it down hard.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Here's Walton. The Heat getting the bucket. Outside Williams. Now the pass to Coleman. Kept alive. Walton. The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Here's Bledsoe. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Toronto. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first. Hibbert dishes to Bledsoe. The 17-footer. And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
And to battle back, they've got to shore up the defense. I mean, there's no other way to come back from a deficit unless you play good defense.
That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Karolinko.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Now here's Jordan. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Bledsoe outside. Fires the 3, and that's not going to go. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Heat lead by 10. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And Serge Ibaka, becoming known for his shooting ability now, he talked about the confidence his teammates and his coach instilled in him.
He trusts you. Every time he passes the ball, when you don't shoot, he's screaming you, shoot ball. Then next time what? You will shoot. And if you miss, you say, yeah, good shot. And your coaches in the practice talking to your teammates. Man, when Serge is open, give him the ball. He will make that shot.
Well, if you wonder how much difference a coach can make for a player, there it is, huh?
You heard it in Serge's voice, too. That confidence has already been planted in him. That voice telling him, shoot the ball. It is now in his own head. He's going to be just fine.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
Not sure you can play any better offensively.
Very few bumps in the road so far. It's been an easy ride for him.
Chris Bosh is out there with Anthony. Then there's Bledsoe. Then it's Kareem. And it's Westbrook in at the 1. So that's who Miami starts the second with.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now, here is Monroe. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Monroe with it. Now Anthony defending. Here's Johnson, and the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. And the shot is good from Johnson. The Heat leading by 9. Westbrook kicks to Abdul-Jabbar, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second bucket of the game to go. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
A different look now for Portland. Mutombo comes in for Walton, and Wallace subbed in for Andre Kirilenko. Puts it up from 15, and that one's good by Bosh. And the Heat lead by 11.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Anthony, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Wallace, the shot is off, and it's Miami the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you've got to earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
The Trailblazers have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the first one at the line is good. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for Chris Bosh. And so Monroe nails both of them. The Heat leading by 13. Outside Westbrook. And again, Miami with the triple. With LeBron gone, the Heat had to overhaul some things they do on offense, no doubt about it. Still, Clark, they kept some of the principles there that had been part of the LeBron years.
Yeah, exactly. And one of those principles, a big one, was the idea of spacing in their half-court sets. They still were able to open up for a lot of easy threes.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 7. But